Previously, Arata caused a breakdown phenomenal in which everyone in the city vanished away under the dark sunlight, and in it his cousin Hijiri was caught as well. But before parting she gave him a legendary grimoire with which Arata created an artificial city, but as the rift in magic was sensed by the Magic Bureau, they sent their officer to deal with Arata. Lilith gave him two options, one was to destroy this artificial world or else die by her hand, but he chose to enroll in the Magic Academy to become a mage in order to find his cousin Hijiri. And the quickest way to achieve that level of power was to create the harem of 7 most powerful girls known as Trinity 7, to copy their magic and make it his own. Out of the 7 Arata had responses from 4 of the 7, but there were 3 more to go. And that's where Yui and Eren chose to gain the upper hand as they snuck into his bed. Lilith comes in to wake Arata up but misunderstood the situation. But after that it was PE classes and Arata was enjoying the gravity doing its work, and looking at him like that arena, and Yui grabs his attention, and when Akio, Mira, and Lilith showed up, Serena thought everyone was just fighting to get Arata's attention, but this misunderstanding resulted in an all-out brawl between girls. But who aced in it was Yui as she put everyone to sleep in her own dream world. And there was no one around, so she tried to close in the distance with Arata, but for now he wanted to know her more before jumping to the next level. Yui liked his honesty and settled with a kiss on cheek, but their Mira was observing their sweet time, as she was awoke, because she reflected Yui's sleeping magic. But when their little fun time was over, the window glass on the corridor were broken, and there were also faint traces of a breakdown that only 2 people in the academy could cause, Arata and Yui. But judging by the minimal destruction, Mira remembered that something similar had happened in the library 6 months ago. So they took off the library and Levi told them about that incident from 6 months ago, while the twin sisters were reading a book in the library. A storm hit the window glass and the book began falling down, but when everything settled down, the eldest twin was missing, and no one has seen her since. So Arata goes to the library to solve the mystery of the ghost twin, but there he meets Serena, and the environment begins to change, and they are sent to an unknown location. And the one behind this is Lisa, the ghost of a twin who vanished and also one of the Trinity 7. Lisa Locke of the Grimoire Security, second in rank, she is after everyone's magic, so for first she took away Srina's magic of research to get information on everyone around her. Her goal is to become a demon lord candidate like Arata, and for that she switched sides and became a dark mage, and she knew Arata's weakness, she knew where Hijiri is, and by switching sides, she promised to tell him about Hijiri, and that temptation was too strong as she took Arata's magic to be the demon lord candidate. There Levi takes a stance as she attacked her in a flash, but Lisa avoided her attack and counter-attacked Levi, but then Mira stepped in and made quite a big roar with her magic, yet Lisa still survived. Because of Arata's demon lord magic, however, Levi took the opportunity to cut Lisa wings, and with that they realized that she still hasn't taken control of the magic she stole from Arata. And now that her beans has been spilled, so she stepped back for the time being. So as long as Lisa takes to understand her new magic, Arata needs to get stronger to face her, and that Akio and Mira are giving him personal training there. They wanted him to be ready as soon as possible to fight Lisa, but they didn't have much of a time as Lisa attacks the academy to steal away everyone's power. But there she comes face to face with the headmaster, who, despite being a sick pervert, is one of the top mage in the world, and Lisa doesn't stand a chance against him, even with Demon Lord's power. But she still tries to fight him, but her confidence breaks as she sees Headmaster's grimoire is filled with demons, seeing that she knew she won't be able to beat him. So she just used womanly assist to beat him, and that idiot fell for such a cheat trick. And to stop her there isn't more time left, so Akio goes as hard as she can with the training, and Arata's grimoire completed the process of copying the magic. But there he saw Akio praying non-stop, well with that grimoire took on her human form after a long time. Hijiri named her Sora, and aside from that the Arata completely copied Akio's power, and Lisa got her way to the infirmary to meet her little sister Serena. Even in that condition she wanted Lisa to return, but there was no turning back for her. As she was about to steal the magic of the ladies, Arata barged right in with his newly power of dragon. Lisa gets into a head-on battle against him, but now her attacks won't be able to breach Arata's defense as he got this powers from Akio, so to defeat Arata again, Lisa used the forbidden techniques of the Arcadia archives known as the Last Crest to stop the time itself, and the one who developed had made this spell to take the full control over time. There she used that time spell again to stop Arata so she could take away his power with that kiss. But Arata outsmarted her as he made the crest on his tongue to steal her power instead. She's an evil mage, yet she still has friends waiting for her at this academy and her little sister as well. But it was already too late because the forbidden technique she used this time will never allow her to leave this time rift, meaning she is now stuck in this time rift for all of the eternity. But she was relieved that someone was concerned about her even after what she had done, but after that everything returned to normal, but there was still a way to bring her back. And that was to teach Erida the use of logo art so that he could use its power to bring Lisa back from that spacetime. And to make that happen he was working hard as he could to learn the magic from all of his girls. And Lilith was admiring him but also worried about him because learning only one magic at a time is dangerous, and Erida is learning several types of magic. If something goes wrong and he loses control, he will become a being far beyond anyone's imagination. But the headmaster called Lilith and Erida urgently in the office, where he announced Erida to be the second in command of the Grimoire Security Bureau, second only to Mira. All because he wanted to train Erida as quickly as he could, and also the job ahead could serve him greatly. Because one of the best magic academy in the world named Royal Liberal Magic Academy had been destroyed. But to keep the situation balanced, Lilith will join them as a chaperone of Erida in his first mission, and so for that assignment Lilith began teaching him about everything as soon as possible. And Erida immediately followed her instructions, and Mira was getting worried for the first time for Erida that she came in the middle of the night to check up on him. It was totally a perfect chance to know more about their mission, so Mira tells him that the Libera Academy is one of the 3 great magical academy in the entire world. But it was now completely destroyed, and the coincidence was that it all happened when Lisa attacked their academy. And the magical scale of this attack is as similar as the day Erida caused his first breakdown. And their mission is to investigate this cause, but before the storm comes in everyone hoop into an ice bath, and Lilith took away Erida just to show him a very special place to her. Both were getting closer and closer to each other, but now comes the time for them to get to their mission, for that headmaster had already prepared a teleportation circle for him. But when it was activated, Akio and Lilith were separated from Erida, Sora, and Mira, and the academy that was supposed to be ruins was fine in front of them, and there came Hijiri, the girl Erida was looking for. However, Mira and Sora notice that it is a forgery designed to deceive Erida. So, what's next? Find out in our next video, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel to get the latest updates.